Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your boy Darkpool Algo, and thank you for joining me on another Saturday watchlist building session. Today is Saturday, November 27th, 2021, and man, get ready for a crazy week in the stock market. So, everybody is thinking it's going to be very, very bullish. There's lots of speculation about how the new variant, let me see if I say variant 7 times, if it'll pick it up. The new variant will affect the stock market. How will stocks and options be affected by the new variant? It's pathetic. I read an article the other day where they used that word a preposterously amount of times. So that's why I'm kind of making fun of it right now. So if you're new, this is your first time seeing the weekend watch session, welcome. I want to say thank you for joining us. I am Darkpool Algo. I am a smart money, dark pool, and block trade algorithm analyst. What I do is I look for divergences with the flow index all day, and I try to capitalize on those opportunities. A divergence, if you do not know what I'm talking about, is when price action and the flow index are deviated, meaning price action is going down and the flow index algorithm is rising. Okay, I specifically use a tool called Flow Trade, as you can see here in this in your screen right now. If you're interested, there is a free trial. I will link it in the description. So all I ask in return for this content is you hit the like button, subscribe, go ahead and turn on notifications, and share it with your friends, families, coworkers, anybody you think that could benefit from some free stock market technical analysis. We will look at support, resistance, deviations. We will also look at maybe some Keltner channels, possibly some Fibonacci extensions and retracements. We will look at support, resistance. Maybe we'll, if we have time, I've got quite a few to go through today. If we have time, I'll actually look at maybe some specific strike selections. As always, I really appreciate you being here. I don't know what I was going to say, but I know I have an intro to get to real quick, and we'll be right back and jump right into it. See you in a second. All right, welcome back. Yeah, I might have to edit out that little last blurb because I don't know, I got tongue-tied for a second. It happens. What do you know? All right, so on the watch list this week, we have, oh man, we have got so many stocks to look at. Just so many of them. Hold on, I don't know what happened here, but basically, yeah, we've got a bunch. So what I like is Uber, Splunk, Dix, TDOC, Dash, Coin, and Now, as well as Baba, Pinduoduo, JD, all the Chinese ATRs. We'll go over those. We may actually get into SPY, QQQ, and IWM as well. So these are in no specific order of preference. These are just the order that I have them that I'm going to go through them on the screen is just, it's random. It's based on, just how I grab them off of the list. I want to try to do these in order so I don't end up messing myself up too much, because I've done that before. So let's see. Uber, Airbnb, S, Splunk, Dix, Sporting Goods, and TDOC, Dash, Coin, Now. Is that really? Wow, I actually have quite a few. Like almost 10, so I really got to get through it. Okay. What you see in front of you is the Smart Money Dark Pool and Block Trade algorithm software. It's provided by the traders at Flow Trade. And what you see in front of you is... Sorry, I just had to change that up a little bit. So this white bars here are price action, right? The purple line is the regular algorithm line. If you see me draw a red line across my screen, those are regular block trades. Blue lines are dark pool block trades. And if I drop a white line on that screen, then you better know what? It's party time. Anytime anybody drops a white line, you yell party time. No, I'm just kidding. Seriously, just kidding. What it means, though, is, like, for instance, here, there is a regular and a dark pool that have printed so close to each other that I can't separate them out into 3 different lines. So I will use a white line. Those are major areas of support and resistance, major inflection points, and see how the algorithm consolidated right there at that white line for almost an entire day. And price action as well, right? Price action little falling channel, stair stepping down right at those white line levels at 42.08, 42.35, and 42.68. I'll do my best to get those marked up on the screen, just so that you're able to use those. Okay. The other thing that you'll see me do a lot of times is use yellow, and yellow I'll typically use for support, resistance, directions, those type of things. The Wu-Tang pattern reversals, I'll draw those out in yellow. So just color coordinated. I'm a very visual person. I like to see what's going on. I try to color coordinate things as much as possible. For example, I know that a yellow plot line for me is a 21-day moving average, right? Red is a 200 simple, right? It helps you get into a pattern to where you're not constantly like, what is that doing again? Anyway, yeah, I wasted a bunch of time. So let's get going. Uber. So we've got bullish divergence on Uber. What do I mean by divergence? Well, what happens is the algorithm is net buying where price action is selling off, right? So what happens is these large hedge funds and institutions have to slowly ease their way into positions, or what they'll do is they'll create a false I don't know what the best word for it is. Basically, a false sense of inflation. I don't know. If they were to dump their entire order in, what would happen is price action would react, right, to all of the shares coming off of the market. So that would initially increase the price. People would rush in thinking that there was some sort of news or some reason to buy into it, only to find out that it was just a large order coming in. What that would do is people would then sell off, which would create a sell-off, and the level that they enter would actually be worth less than where price ended up. So they have to use these regular and these dark pool levels to slowly build into a position over time. As price is coming down, they're buying into it, and knowing that eventually price is going to follow the algorithm. So that's the divergence that we're looking for. That's it in a nutshell. Okay. Uber price action, right, is net buying. We had a massive sell-off on Friday, just like everything kind of fell down. We found some regular block trade support at 39.27, 39.61, a little up, back, and continued rally on past a dark pool level at 40.52. 40.52 is the point. If we can maintain that, I think that we can actually continue. Our target to the upside on Uber could be 43, 44 this week. Let's see. Uber is at 40. Right, Uber actually rallied as the rest of the market was selling off into Friday. Nice little rally. It's above the 200, right, above the 21, 8, 21, 34, 55, or the 50s, above the 200. It's in between those two little Darvis levels. So what I'm going to see is I'm going to look for an initial break above 40.52 on Uber. So that would be above 40.52, right, for a move up to at least previous lows right here at 43, right into this massive sell-off bar, right, which would be a reversion to the mean. This white right here is the 21 EMA, and a move from 40.52 up to 42.40 would be a reversion to the mean. Nice healthy move to the upside, right? Looking at it on a daily chart, we've got support at the daily Keltner channel bottom, and we want to see the move from the bottom up to the mid, right? That's 44 even, but this monthly mid's coming in here at 43. So like I said, let's look at a move up to 43. If we contrarian, if we fall down a little bit more, we've got support at 38.17. Okay. And one other chart that I like to look at sometimes is my TrendSpider or Raindrop chart. The Raindrop chart on the daily. We did fall through the daily Keltner or Ichimoku cloud. You know, we've got some room to move to the upside, and we are right here at demand zone support. As you can see, I didn't really mark it up, but there's a pretty gnarly demand zone right there. We fell off, and we're trying to get back up to VWAP, right, 44, point of control, 45. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Sweet. Next one that I had on my list is Airbnb. Airbnb. All right, Airbnb. So this is also, I just think I should mention that any COVID-related stocks may get an initial boost off of the variant fear news. Okay, another situation, Airbnb price action has been stair-stepping its way down, right? It was trying to make a reversal going into Friday where there's a massive sell-off off of those, off of COVID fears. Price action came down, found support, and actually started building its way back up on Friday. The algorithm is net buying. We've got an upside dark pool or regular block trade target at 181.66 and above that 190. So 180, 190, that's a pretty decent range for Airbnb. Right, a little sell-off. Right, nice pop on Friday, pull back. We rallied, we ended up closing above the 50 and the 200 SMA, above VWAP, 821.34. This is a nice little, nice little flag forming here, right? We've got, let's see, the Darvis box high is right here at 175. Rising 50, got to get above this 200, which is a little concerning. We're currently at the 15-minute Keltner channel mid, looking to take in a position above 175. I think that makes sense. It's a pretty safe position, right? Since we're below the 200 SMA on the daily, we've got a ready aim fire that's getting ready to fire off. The TTM squeeze is getting ready to slingshot release. What happens is this histogram curls around, and when it comes up here, if there's a squeeze taking place and that releases, we get a greater than expected move to the upside, and that would be a rally up to the 21 at 182. So overhead resistance on the daily at 177 is a 200 SMA. So when we hit this, we either need to blast through it, right? The squeeze needs to release, we need to get through that, or we may reject off of that for a greater move to the downside. So Airbnb, just because I'm like Airbnb is great doesn't mean that you just buy blindly. Do your own due diligence, play the chart in front of you. Okay, don't follow people blindly. So like I said, we closed in the daily Keltner channel cloud right at the weekly mid. Below that, right, if we start taking out that weekly mid, we've got room all the way down to 144, 145. That would be the downside move. We like to see bounces off of here for a move up to the upside. Okay, there's Airbnb. The next one is S, which is Sentinel-1. It's not Sprint. It used to be Sprint, but Sentinel-1, what did I do there? What happened? What did I do? What is going on? I'm sitting here trying to be fancy with the shortcut keys. Let me just see. There we go. S is Sentinel-1. It is not Sprint. It used to be Sprint, but well, everybody knows what happened to Sprint. Sentinel-1 is very similar to Cloudflare or CrowdStrike. It is a competitor of them. I actually went out and visited that company in San Francisco earlier this year. Technically, I didn't work for them, so I may be able to trade their stock, right? Okay. What I like about this stock is it's a competition for Cloudflare. It's been consolidating for the last couple of days, right? Rally up, pull back, consolidation. The algorithm is almost vertically diverged from the 23rd. I think we've got a larger move to the upside coming. We don't really have any regular or block trades there to help us out. This is consolidation, a lot of consolidation. Looking to break above this 200, right? We get above that and above the 15-minute Keltner channel top. If we can close above 59.50, I think that we've got a position getting ready to set up on Sentinel-1. Why does the Sentinel-1 chart look an awful lot like Airbnb? No, I mean like an awful lot like Airbnb. Huh, check that out. That's crazy, yo. How similar those charts are. So, looking at the candlesticks, the only thing I'm a little ishy on is that there's this weird doji right here. But I think the slingshot squeeze and the radiant fire firing off should give us enough upward momentum to at least rally back to the 21 EMA and the 200 SMA at 63. Right? We closed barely below the daily Keltner channel bottom. We've done that before, and last time we did that, we rallied back up and made all-time highs. So that's one reason I'm super interested in the stock. What the heck? I swear it's that. All right. That's Airbnb. That's like, all right. So, what was I doing here? Oh, I was trying to draw some lines. So we rallied up, we pulled back, we broke previous high support, and we fell off, right? All the way back down to the top of a previous demand zone, right? Which is right in this generalized area here. So what we're looking for is we're looking for a reversal back up above VWAP, right? Basically to play this zone from 58 to 62 and get back up in here to some of these VWAP levels, right? Point of control is way up here at 72. Okay. All right, that was S. The next one is Splunk. Spelunk. Wow, I've got a lot to get through. If I could learn to type, we wouldn't have a problem. So I used to trade Splunk quite a bit. Just kind of forgot about it, actually, to tell you the truth. Forgot about it, what it was doing. So let's check it out. Nope. All right, Splunk. Algorithm for Splunk. This is why I'm interested in this one. So price action was trading with the algorithm up until about the 22nd, where price action and the algorithm diverged. As you can see right here, that divergence is pretty clear. Price action continued to sell off a little bit and consolidate. Consolidating right at 125, regular block trade level that came out on the 24th, right? I don't like having too many days of block trades on because it gets really cluttered. So look at this vertical algorithm, right? The algos, this is net buying, right? Price actions consolidating, forming a little triangle, series of higher lows, right? Eventually that squeeze is going to release and we're going to get a move one way or another. All right. Consolidation, range bound 124 to 125. A little bit bigger range here on the 5-minute. Initial sell-off on, what day was that? All right, sell-off to start the day at 26th, right? Sell-off pre-market, rallied back up to point of control, consolidation, chop. Some people call it chop. It can be consolidating. It's consolidating right at the 15-minute Keltner channel mid. Is 200 SMA. Overhead on the 5-minute chart is causing a little bit of resistance. So the safe play is above 126 for Splunk. I mean, that's it's a dollar move that it's got to do. It's got about a $6 ATR. But this is one bottom, two bottom, consolidation, ready aim fire is getting just consolidating, ready to get release. Slingshot squeeze is getting ready to happen. So see how the ATR has came down and is consolidating with price action. So not a big wide range ATR, but we do have room up to the 21 EMA at 128. I believe we get above 128, right? Above this, right above this level here. I think we can hit 132.50 pretty easily, right? So what we're looking to do is we're looking to fight our way back up into the 21 EMA at 128 and for continued move to the upside. So what do we do here? All right, so we sold off. If this little hammer doji is a true reversal, we'd have to get back up into this weekly Keltner channel, right? That divergence could be enough to pull us up into here. Contrarian, if we rally up to 130 or 128. We rally to 128.15 and don't get back into that area. So if we don't break the 130-ish level, then I think we see a move down to 114. That's why it's kind of do or die time for Splunk, right? It's had plenty o chances, right? This is very bearish, right? We do we've got a pretty decent sized demand zone down here. That's a 112 to 120. It's a $10 demand zone. I don't really want to mark that up, but we are at previous support levels. All right, so basically this was a supply zone. We got through it, it became a demand zone. So I think we came back down and trying to load back up. Okay, moving on to the next one on our list is Dick's Sporting Goods. Okay, Dick's Sporting Goods. It's that time of year for Dick's to make a lot of money. Well, Dick's Sporting Goods to make a lot of money. I know, I'm horrible. Just don't even start with me on it, okay? If it was a morning stream, it would be a different story. We would not be letting that one go very lightly. I promise you that. Okay, this is a bullish divergence of the algorithm. It rallied up into Friday. It pulled back a little bit. So I need to see this curl back up and continue on moving to the upside. If price action closed on the high, if it can break through this wedge, I think it can move to the upside. Contrarian, if it pulls back, it's got a couple, maybe one more day consolidation before it has to make a decision if it wants to continue up or down. So if we break this shorter term upward trend line below 120, below previous lows at approximately 126.75, I think we see a move down to previous low at 123.50. Below that, it gets super woody, right? So Dick's, nice rally Friday, pullback, everything chopped for most of the end of the day. This is a strong move up, pullback, right? Is trying to get out of this Keltner channel top and this 200 SMA, right? It really wants to get above the 200 SMA. Point of control coming in at 129.78. This is interesting. The mean, which is a 21-day EMA, and the 50 SMA are right at the same level, 134. So I'd like to see, where'd my tools go? I'd like to see maybe kind of like this kind of move here. Shoot, why not? Right? That would be the ultimate move for Dick's Sporting Goods. Do we see that? Maybe. We've got support of the daily bottom, daily Keltner channel bottom, weekly mid. So the next logical move would be to the daily mid, and then the daily and weekly top. Where's my 4? Oh, I can't show you 4. That's why I do this one this way. Ha ha ha. Oh, it's all coming together now. Wondering why I was off on that. There we go. Yep. So inside the 4 hour. So very bullish potential, right? MACD getting ready to cross over. Potential to 130. Let's go 132. $131.50 and then 138. Okay. Ooh. All right. It's a beautiful thing. What the heck, dude? Let's see if I can get this a little bit bigger for everybody to see what's really going on here. Inverse head and shoulders, possibly. Down, up, rejected, down to support. Either we break through and continue down, right, to 113, or we get back above and continue up to the upside. That's why Dick should be fun to trade this week. Okay. All right, moving on. What's next? TDOC. So this was what when I was talking about how I think some of those COVID stocks may start coming around again. This is one of them. You can tell they definitely, anytime you'll see when the chart gets pulled up that the vaccine news has not helped this company's stock position out very much. We've got That's a pretty decent chart here. Rising wedge on the algorithm. The last 2 days, right, as everything else was selling off, we rallied off of this dark pool level at 103.23 up to, I would consider this a white line level, even though I didn't draw it, 109.60, 61, right? We gapped through that, pulled back a little bull flag failure to support, right? I'm targeting previous gap fill 117, right? Above that, then things get pretty woody. Okay, so TDOC, right? This is a 2-minute chart for the 26 rally, 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 fade. We did get below the 200, so it's got some work to do to get my money involved in it. Currently trading down here. This 50 and 200 are squeezing price action. These Keltner channels are squeezing price action, right? I want to target this level here. I can remember what that is. I think that's a VWAP. Okay, 1 second. Alrighty. Where was I? Sorry, I had to take a phone call. Prices being squeezed, right, by the 50 and the 200. We want to see it pop above that and rally to 112, 113. With the overhead resistance that it does have, I may hold off on playing this until if we can take out previous high at 120, I would feel safer, right? Getting in, pulling back, using this weekly Keltner channel bottom as a base. I know it's a big move and only $6 ATR. Radiant fire signaled, fired. Room to 134. 117. So I would, let's look at this again one more time, shall we? So what I'm seeing is a lot of overhead resistance. I'm also seeing a massive amount of squeezing happening here. So what we'd like to do, you know, we're obviously targeting this area here, right? Closed on the low. So if we gap down, obviously this plays invalid. If we open strong, there's a move to VWAP at 126, right? That's when we'll start running into some overhead resistance, and 135 being point of control on the daily. So let's see. Look at this a little bit more. I mean, we made that move on Friday. The move I'm looking to play, right? Rally, consolidation, rally, consolidation, rally. This parabolic move to pull back. I think this is probably a 50% retracement of that move that we're at now. Yeah, we're right at the 382. So there's a lot of congestion here, right? Depending on which side it pops out, we'll play the side. Okay, I think that's the best thing that we can do for TDOC. All right, the next one is Dash. And what I'm gonna do is I have to run, go pick up my daughter from getting her nails done. I'm gonna pause the video. I'll splice it back in, and then I'll be right back. So Dash, look at this for a minute, screenshot it, maybe try to mark it up on your own so that when I come back, we can talk about it, right? So I will be right back and we'll resume the video. Talk to you soon. Hey, what's up? I'm back. I went and picked my daughter up from getting her nails done. We found a new nail place. She's super happy. All is good in the world. Yes. Okay, where was I? Dash. Did I do dash? Oh, no, I did not do dash. All right, so if I did dash, it's going to suck because we're going to hear about it again, but I don't think I did. Nope, I didn't. All right, so dash. That's right. You guys are going to look at this. So look at this uptrending channel with the algorithm. I'm looking for it to target this dark pool level up here at 242.72, right? So we had some nice divergence that occurred. Price action pulled back, found support, rallied up, and it's been consolidating for the last couple days. Right, this looks like a 1, 2, 3 reversal, right? Very possibly could be, as long as we can break above this overhead resistance. Now, I've got a dark pool level at 187.92. I've got support at 184. Let's see if I can find another one. I'll get back here. 184.93 as support, and then a first overhead target at 192 on the nose. Break above 192, we start taking out previous highs. There's a zone right here we want to trade in. We want to trade this zone from here to here, up to about the 205, right? 192 to 205, solid range if we can get up there. Looking for the algo to continue to move upwards and potentially, yes, I said potentially, break out of this overhead resistance. So, dash. Very wavy, right? It's doing the wave. Very wavy. I don't know how I feel about the wave. Sell off, up, back, up, back, up, back, up, back. Right, so that is chop. That's the definition of chop. But going into, the move on Friday was pre-market fade, right? Initial pop, fade above point of control. Nice rally, pull back to support, right? For a continued move to the upside. If we can break above this 15-minute Keltner channel and above this Darvas box here, I think we go up and test the 192, 193 level. So that would be breaking the high. Like I said, we get above, it's pretty decent. We're into the 4-hour Keltner channel now. Pulled back using that as support. The next logical move would be the 4-hour mid at 198. Above that, psychological level at 200. We get above 200. I see, and that's also the weekly mid. I see the 4-hour top and daily mid coming in at 209, 210 on dash. As long as we maintain that support level, right? Rally up, pull back, right back to 2 ATR. We're looking for that rally back to the mean, which is also the 50-day EMA on the daily, right at 208, 210. Pretty solid move. I don't think we're going to have any problems making that move. That 200 psychological level is also the daily Ichimoku cloud, which would be some resistance. But VWAP month to date's at 214. Point of control is up at 227. All right, we got 821.34, 50 congruence right up here in 209, 210, 209.50 to 210. That's on dash. Moving on to Coinbase. Everybody loves the Coinbase. Don't you? Don't you love Coinbase? I'm just joking. Coin's been pretty good this year. So definitely want to keep an eye on how crypto is moving and the correlation to gold. I've noticed that there's a lot of people moving out of gold into crypto, and I think that's kind of smart, right? Another way to kind of hedge your positions. Coinbase, right? Solid net buying occurring on the algorithm. We have a little bit of divergence that has occurred. Algo's making higher highs. Price action made a higher high. All right, price action failed to make a higher high where divergence did. Lower lows. Higher lows. Gonna be kind of interesting here on Coinbase. So what do we got going on here? We have regular block trades at 327 on the nose, 333.75, and dark pool level at 344 even. You don't see that very often, but it's a magnet in my opinion. That came in on the 17th, so that came in approximately here, right? After price had been consolidating around this range for a couple of days, and then price decided to sell off while the algo continued to buy. That might have been a buy order. I think I start looking at inverse of things happening here. Regardless, we've got a little wedge here. We'd like that wedge pop to previous highs, or to the previous support level, right? 303 to 311, right? Above this 3 310 area, from 310 to previous high. So play this zone to 320, all the way up to 327, right? So with that, Coinbase into Friday, what did they do? Oh, they sold off Friday, right? Sold off Friday, had a little bit of struggles getting back moving. Is this a head and shoulders or inverse head and shoulders? Let's see. What do we got here? So sell off, chop, 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 rally, chop, 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 chop. All right. So what I'm looking to see happen with coin is we bounce. Did I already say that? We bounced off the 4-hour. Anyway, we're into the 4-hour Keltner channel bottom. We'd like to bounce up above this daily cloud, rally up to the weekly mid at 315, and up to test out 330. Same deal. I don't want to have to pull back to 2 HER, the 50, which is coming down to 290, right? I'd hate to pull back to here to move back up first, but if that's what we need to do, that's what we need to do. Play the chart in front of you. We're right at support right now, coming in at like 295, 296. Okay, last one on the list is Now. That is one that I'm pretty excited about. So Now is Servicenow. It moves pretty good. I haven't checked the options chain on it. Last time I heard, the options were pretty decent as well. So Servicenow is... There we go. All right, last one is here. All right, so Servicenow on the algorithm. Look at that. Nice stair-stepping. Up, 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 up. Right? It is just stair-stepping algo. Price action is trading with it. I'm looking for the algo to bounce off of these dark pool levels and continue to drag price up with it to these previous lows here. Right at the 664, 665 level. We got a dark pool level at 679.25 and then 692.55. I think this stock is more comfortable being in this range than it is way down here. So, healthy pullback. Healthy, rally, 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 right? All-time highs, point of control of VWAP. Healthy pullback to demand zone. Held the daily cloud. We're currently up above the daily cloud on the Ichimoku cloud. Trying to attempt to tackle the 50 SMA on the daily on our way back up to VWAP at 675. Okay, so the next thing that we're looking at is, so we closed at what, 650? Solid, pretty solid move on Friday, right? Nice rally, consolidation, held the 200, right? Held the 821.34, above 60, let's say, I would think above 650, we see 665, 660. And that makes sense, right? We're currently at point of control, so if we can get above, yeah, I'd say above 650. I think 655 is the Darvis box high. Above that, we got to clear this 15-minute Keltner channel at 660. Above 660, I think we start to get pretty woody. So that's a pullback, rally, consolidation. So above 655, which is a daily Keltner channel, 4-hour mid, move to 4-hour top, 670. And that makes sense. Above this 50, we rally to the mean, which is a 21 EMA at 680. So that makes sense. I think that looks pretty decent for a move on coin. All right, that's it for me. Thanks for joining me once again. My name is Dark Pool Algo. I'm going to be streaming every morning, Monday through Friday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you have any requests, please make sure you leave them in the comments section below. Anything I can do to help improve the stream. If there's anything you'd like me to introduce, or if there's anything I'm spending a little bit too much time on, possibly the news. If you'd like me to spend more time on the SPYs, the Qs, and IWM, I can do that as well. Or if you'd like to get more of a global look, looking at futures, definitely take that into consideration. So that being said, I will see y'all later. Have a great day. Stay safe, stay green. Share this video, like it with your friends, and happy Thanksgiving week. Talk to y'all later.